Hi, how's everyone doing? Really, really well, I hope. I wanted to take you through and show you how to make this flower swag. It's not like the other one that I made. This is a one-sided one. And the reason I'm making this is we recently lost a very close loved one to this horrendous virus. And I wanted to show you, just in case you've lost someone or you wanted to make an arrangement like this, how to go about doing it. So we did already purchase flowers from a florist, but I do have a background in working at a floral shop, and I just felt as if I wanted to do something personal just from me besides what we've already purchased. And I wanted to show you what you're going to need. And I have some floral tape, floral wire, scissors, and some ribbon for the bow. And then all these flowers and greenery came from the Dollar Tree. So let me take this apart and start all over again to show you guys how to put this together. Okay, this is the idea that I had first. I had a few of these leftover Dollar Tree Christmas trees, and I took all the branches and just spread them out flat. And I was going to put all the flowers the way you saw them at the beginning, just on top of this. But then I thought a lot of you are not going to have this Christmas tree. So I got these at the Dollar Tree. And we can use these as a background. Let me show you what else I have. She liked pink. And I found this stem with a couple, or four actually, butterflies, pink butterflies. They had several colors. I have purple too. Let me show you the purple one. Where is the purple one? Where's the purple one? Yeah, there it is. And the purple one. I haven't spread this one out or anything yet, but here's what the purple one looks like. I'm going to do that one for my mom. So you could just lay this on here, on this greenery. And then I found these cute little roses. I thought these were adorable. I actually had to go to 2 stores just to get 2 of each stem. I got purple and pink. And we'll lay that on top of there. And then we're going to bring the butterflies forward. So let me start putting this together. So like I said, I'm going to use the Christmas tree and the greenery. But if you guys don't have the Christmas tree, you can just use the greenery as your background. Just flatten it out like I did and just kind of shape it so it's almost in a triangular shape. You can see that. The way I laid the leaves out. And then I just kind of like the way this looked on there too. So then I laid the butterflies out. I'm just going to lay the butterflies right in there. And then we'll fix them in a little bit. I'm going to put them in between the flowers and things. Okay. So then we're going to take the little roses, which are adorable, and some of them are wired, so you can actually bend them more towards you, so they're not standing straight up. And then there's some that are like this, that are just a little, no wire, just a little dangling in there. So the ones you can bend, I would bend outward. Okay, so here's what I have going so far, and I wanted to show you too that the butterflies have a little bit of wire, not right in here near the top, but a little down here, so you can kind of bend them forward to bring them out. Maybe add a little more contrast. Get this one out from underneath here. We don't want it hiding away. Bring it out and make it look pretty. Now this one has its wings open, as you can see, and these two have their wings closed. And this one does too. Let's bring this one up and give it a little bend. And we're going to play with these guys in a few minutes to put them in between the flowers. So let's just make sure our stems down here are all lined up, and they are. Sorry about that, I just hit the camera. Then we're going to add these cuties. Let's see. These, we don't want to cover up our butterflies. Bring the butterflies up a little bit. And bring these down right about there. And we're going to spread these apart and then bring the butterflies up through there. Spread these guys out so we have a nice size arrangement or swag, whatever you want to call it. We called them swags at the florist shop. Let's bring this guy up a little bit, especially this one that's in flight. Let's find his stem. Didn't find it. Bring him up this way. There we go. Now we got it. Bring this one over here a little bit. Bring this one over and get this one up out of here so it's not hidden away. So can you see that? Staying with that triangular shape. So we got the triangle going here. Everything stays within the triangle. Now we have these flowers. I'm going to put this one right down in the center. Bring some of that greenery up. Bring this one right over here. And make that go over there a little bit. And we have this one over here. Let's see, we want this one to go right about there. Keeping it in that triangular shape. See how I'm doing the triangle right there? Okay. Now I have some baby's breath. So I'm going to put this baby's breath right up the top. A little bit behind this butterfly. Just to fill in that spot. And set off the pink a little bit. And then we're going to put this one over here. Let's bring this greenery up some. Okay, put that one down there. I'm going to have this one off to this side. This is really easy to do. Just kind of lay it out until you decide what you like and what looks good where. And then try putting it together, see how it looks, and if you like it, then tape it and wire it all up. There's just one last one's going to give me a little bit of a hard time. It's going down through the butterfly stem. Okay, we're going to pull that one through some more. Bring this butterfly down a little bit. We're going to unbend that one a little bit because it's going out into flight too much. And there it is so far. And I really like it. Let me bring this baby's breath up to that flower some. Just keep working with it until you like it. it's all staying in that triangular shape. And then I'm going to tape it, and we're going to wire it. I'm going to bring this greenery out a little bit. There we go. Now, there we go. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Oh, that really helped. Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think? This is just a little something I wanted to do since I know how to do it, and to make it feel like it's more from my heart. So just take the floral tape as tight as you can and start wrapping it around. And this one already twisted, so no one's going to see it anywhere because we're going to put a really pretty bow on it. Plus I'm going to cover it with the wire. The wire helps a lot more than the tape. I don't really like using the tape, but I wanted to because there's so many branches here. I'll use the wire, which I'm going to do in a minute. Just keep wrapping it as tight as you can. Cool. There we go. It's done. It finished itself. All right, now let me get the wire. I think it's looking really, really pretty. I used to love working for a florist. Worked there for a few years before I had my first little one. Actually, I had my first little one while I was working there. So let me cut this piece of wire. Now we definitely want to get as tight as we can. Keep all those branches together. You might even want to weave in and out. Weave some going between here and back through here and maybe back through there, just to kind of keep them in place. I apologize again for these dried hands. All this antibacterial stuff. I haven't found a lotion yet that's really helping. Okay, pull tight. And let's tighten those. Keep them going. And now wrap around. Wrap as tight as you can. Tight, really tight. Really tight. Now we can weave back through again. I can get it through there since I have it so tight. Let's see, we'll go through this one. I see some openings. There we go. All right. Tighten that, go back around that one. Just to make sure it stays in place. We don't want our pretty arrangement moving around. Move back through here. Go back through this one. And then just twist it. Twist it with that first piece that you started with. And there it is. Okay, what I wanted to show you what I'm going to do too is, because these are leaning back a little bit, I'm going to wire these to that Christmas tree. And if you didn't have the Christmas tree, you would just wire it to the next thing, like probably to a few stems of this. Maybe wire it just to keep it flat up against it. I mean, it looks fine. If you don't wire it, it still looks good. But I'm going to wire it. So I don't want to smash the flowers. Let me figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I just have a piece of floral wire right here. You can see it. And I just wrapped it around the top of this. And I'm just going to go around that one leaf. Just go around it. And just twist it maybe once. Just to hold it in place. Like I said, if you don't use the Christmas tree, you may not even need to do this. But in case you do, just wire it tightly to the next thing that's above it. I hope I'm making sense. A little out of sorts. And that helps. Oh, that's looking so pretty. I'm going to have to give you guys a view from the top. All right, let me raise this up so you can see it better. So, doing crafts kind of helps to keep my mind off things. Not really that much, but it does help. So, I want to give you the measurements. Let's see how much it measures. So, from top to bottom, well, it's bigger than I pulled out of here. It is approximately 20 inches tall or long. And the width, and that is approximately 16 wide, so it's 16 by 20. It's pretty good size. So here it is from this angle. Okay, now as far as the bow, I use this also. I'm going to make it 2 layers. And the green I did 36 inches across. You can do yours whatever size you want. And this, I guess you would call this burlap. Well, they're both burlap, but this has burlap lace. This is 26 inches. So I put that on top, and I flipped it over. And then just take this and crisscross it. And crisscross it again. Now, I didn't have this in the beginning, but you can use some sort of roping or wire, and I found this wire jute cord, so I'm going to use that to close the center of the bow up. And if you do choose to do this, because it tends to unravel, I would tape both ends up and tape the end up where you're going to cut it away from itself. So I'm going to do that right now. Let me cut that. Cut that right in the center of that tape. And then we're going to take this and turn it over. And we're going to push the bow together. I'm going to leave the lace out. Just push that together. Take this, because we need enough to go around the branches of the arrangement. So I'm going to take this one time around the center. Pull that, push it in as tight as you can, and pull that wired jute as tight as you can, and then twist. And this is going to go around our branches at the bottom of the arrangement. So just take your bow and kind of poof it out. And then I'm going to take the lacy part that's underneath and twist that to come down here. Take that. Let's get this in the back, because that goes in the back. Just twist this around. And I'll probably trim this up. We don't need that long. That was just to get it to go together. So just keep messing with it until you like it. Okay, then we're going to take those 2 pieces of wire, take it down here to our branches, and wrap it around as tight as you can. I think I'm shaking the camera because I'm right on it. Just wrap that around as tight as you can. And then just fiddle with it. Cut some of these ends off. Make this a little prettier. Some of that to show on the bottom. Let's see. Alrighty, we definitely got to trim that one up. So we'll just trim that a little bit on an angle, tiny bit on this side, and we'll cut a little more off on the other side. Let's see. Make it look a little even. Pretty close. Pretty close. And we want to cut these guys down a little bit. I can go a little bit more. Sorry about that, I did it again. So here it is. I hope you like this video and give this a try. Even if it's just a gift for someone, or if it's for someone that you've lost in the past and you like to put something where they rest now. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.